So I got a fun topic for tonight, and it's I have there different types of martial arts students, and I don't think I should only limit it to just students, but also to all practitioners. Oh, good evening, Po, Grandmaster Lou. Good evening, Po. Okay, so I think I kind of like made a list, and hope that you guys could like add on to the list, add on to what you've experienced, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I get you guys on camera. The first type of student I call the all-in slash Kool-Aide guy. Okay, and hey, if you guys can like identify and make sure that you or even identify yourselves as that, or if you've identified yourself as one type and then you became another type, yeah. But I like the all-in Kool-Aide guy. He just digests everything that his teacher says, and takes it as gospel. And I have to admit, and I'm probably gonna upset somebody, some people here, but I was that guy back in the day. I was that guy, and I was the guy that just took it in, just believed it, didn't question it, and I think maybe it's probably part of the, I don't know, mentality, Asian mentality, probably is part, me being naive. But yeah, I was like that, and my thing was I wanted to be a black belt so bad. I wanted to earn that black belt. And so, what they say. What do they say? I don't know if it's it would be appropriate. What do they say? Like, something. Be careful what you wish for. Well, okay. So I got the black belt, and I really didn't feel that I had the skill level, but that's that. But a lot of people didn't. So I came kind of like was that guy. I was the Kool-Aide guy, and it wasn't only until I met my instructor. Oh, Andy. Hello po, Mataguro, Andy. So, anyways, it was only until I've started really training into and met my instructor in the FALCON system that he was bringing me around to other teachers, and I started questioning, or basically trying to validate it to myself. So I evolved from that Kool-Aide guy until become the person that the person that starts validating and starts seeing if it's going to work. And in a different environment, even outside of the dojo environment, and that my evolution there as a student, I feel has really was aid in progressing me as a martial artist. And in fact, when I started the going into the FALCON system, I think I was doing I was doing taekwondo. I was doing Kali at the time, and dabbling in other stuff, but mostly it was Kali was taking over. But once I met my teacher, and I think like I started to skyrocket. It just took off, and it was basically because of the mindset that I had, the mindset that he instilled in me, and especially when I was able to train under especially when I trained under Grandmaster Jerry Gallo, who they dubbed the real life Yoda over in in Chinatown. And Jerry Galano would say, you know, question everything. Even if it comes from me, you question it and you have to validate it to yourself, and only then will you accept it as gospel. But if you can't validate it, then don't accept it. And I think when you look at like techniques, there are some techniques that will be good for me, but won't be good for somebody else. So it may work great for me, not for somebody else. So I think that's kind of you know uh, in your journey as a martial artist to find out. Make sure you leave a message to make. Oh, jeez, I just sort of threw me off track. But yeah, your journey as a martial artist, and making sure that it becomes part of you. Okay,
Kool-Aide?
Kool-Aide guy,
Uh,
Kool-Aid girl.
I'm a Kool-Aid guy.
I was like that. I,
Kool-Aid.
I I was like that years ago. I guess
I'm a Kool-Aid
it
guy
also
with
depends on like if the instructor, the teacher, like earned your, has proven himself to you. Like when it comes to Evan, I'm Kool-Aid guy with Evan because if he's
that's
proven it.
that's exactly where I am. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's proven it. It's like you've seen it. I mean, I
Yeah.
and
There's
I'll.
there's 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 a Kool-Aid guy that thinks what they're studying is the end of everything. It's there's nothing better.
Well,
And I know.
as a Kool-Aid guy, I'm not like that. I mean, with
No, I know. It's there's a couple of different Kool-Aid types, different flavors.
okay,
But they
different
think
flavors.
that's it, and they don't different flavors. They don't look outside of what they're doing because they think if their instructor is not teaching it, then it's not worth it. Stuff like
Oh,
that. I've come
I know
across
somebody
people like
like that.
that.
He ain't on here though.
Yep. Yeah, I know a few people like that. But
Uh, he'll probably watch
it's
if he watches it. I doubt it. This
yeah,
guy, because this guy's afraid to associate with other martial artists.
right.
There's your dogs.
But yeah, yeah. Then someone must be at the door. Um, yeah, like I said, there's different flavors, but yeah, you can't drink the Kool-Aid and not realize there's other flavors out there. Can't have one flavor.
Yeah. Hold on. Look,
Um,
Vic.
I well,
Did
okay.
you see what Vic typed?
If we weren't drinking the Kool-Aid, we would have quit long ago. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I see what he means. No, you get in and you study with someone, but don't worship the ground he walks on.
No.
You know, um, if you're studying that art, there's a reason you're studying that art. I mean, the reason you're studying with that instructor because you respect him and everything he does, and you trust him. But a lot of people have blinders on. I was lucky enough. My instructor said, look at other things, see what they do, look at other styles, see what they do, and see how it affects what we do, and make what we do better, if
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. Well, that's what
So I explored.
Delano Yoda, you know, who in my opinion is like of all the Kali instructors I've studied under, he's tops. He's tops. And
Hmm.
he always said, and like he said, and I said earlier, is that he said, don't believe it when or question everything, even if it comes from me, and you have to validate it to yourself.
Right.
That's encountered the
Said
what if
so.
guy. I don't know what these aren't. The what if guy, and we all know the what if guy. He's the you do a technique, and he always has the, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? And I think Tom and I, Ferdie, I gotta run. I have to take care of. Oh, hey, congratulations on that, Andy. Yeah, that's great. Keep in touch. Congratulations on that newborn. And hey, we'll talk soon. So, the what if guy, we've all encountered the what if guy, and we've all seen him, you know, as teachers, as instructors, we've all seen them, and even as students, we've also seen the what if guy. And you gotta love the what if guy. What if I do this? What if I do that? You know, and it depends on how you handle the what if guy. You know, how are you gonna handle him? How, you know, some people will you know, embarrass the guy in front of everybody else. Sometimes the what if guy knows his shit. He embarrasses the instructor. You know, and mostly this would probably happen with seminars and a lot of events that people go to. You know, the martial art events. I mean, you know, I've attended a lot of seminars because I go to all the martial art events. I go to the Atlantic City one that Tom and I go to every year. Actually, what's cool is Tom was able to teach Kyusho, and yeah, we had a pretty good crowd. You know, despite it being on a Friday, but we had a pretty good crowd. So you know, sometimes, you know, you're watching and you're going like, oh no, you know, you could say like, that's not going to work because I can do this, and that could be like the what if I did this, what if I did that, or, you know, what if. So we have that what if guy, and I know that Tom and I briefly spoke about that, and he said, you know, and Tom's take on it, which I agree with him 100%, is you know, keep your questions later. You know, try the technique out, and then you add the what if, and then see if there are ways to counter the what if. You know? So then you have the know-it-all guy. And the know-it-all guy, and it's not that he's the know-it-all guy or he's a know-it-all to the instructor, to the teacher, but he's a know-it-all to the his co-students. Okay, and it could be like the senior student, it could be like a student that's equal in rank, but he's the know-it-all. Okay, there's always the... Okay, let me see what... Okay, Vic just said something. I gotta just... What if... There's always what if. That's why you have chain techniques or variables, but they must understand the action is always quicker than reaction. Yes, that is correct. That's correct. And I like what you said, chain techniques or variables. And I think I can liken that to, and, you know, and please chime in if you agree, you know, flows, because you know, in FMA we have a lot of flow drills. We do a lot of flows, and I love flow drills, be it in the Filipino style, lock flows, any kind of flow drills, because it kind of addresses the what if too. Okay. And I think why the Filipino arts are very successful with the flow drills is because we understand sensitivity. And, you know, whether you know it or not, that's what we're based on. You know, especially when it's, you know, when it's close quarters, it's sensitivity. Sensitivity. And you see that, you know, when we do the hubo drills, you can feel it. You feel your way. And it's the feeling in that, you know, where the flow or where you have to change. So that could be part of like the what if. Very good. Thank you for your input on that, Vic. Okay, so I was at the know-it-all guy, and part of like there is a combination too. If you have the know-it-all guy and the all-in Kool-Aide guy, you know, they there could be a combination of that. Okay, where did Tom go? You better get back on here, Tom. And I saw that. I've seen the somebody that was like that. Okay, Vic, you said true. What do you mean true and on the flow and the what if, or true with the combination of the what if, I mean not the what if, the all in guy and the know it all guy. Right. So I saw this guy one time, and he was he was best definitely a all in guy, but he was also the know it all guy. And the know it all guy is also the guy that he sees the technique once. He's learning the technique with his fellow students, and then he knows it all. It's like he starts going around teaching it, well, and saying, "Well, no, you're doing it wrong. No, it's not like that." Like that. So we know that guy. And this is how I, um, categorize the or define the what if guy. I mean, what if the know-it-all guy? The know-it-all guy is like he could be, equally ranked, right? Like you can have a group of
Hmm.
students, and I'm looking at as a point of view of a student. Okay, so because I've seen the know-it-all guy, and he's learning the technique the same day, the same time you are. First time that everybody's watching the technique, and practice it, and then he becomes the know-it-all. He knows it all, and then he goes around saying, "Oh, he's correcting you. You're not doing it right. You're not doing this. Blah 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 blah." You know,
All right.
we've seen that. We've
Uh,
seen that
yeah.
a lot.
In my classes, I have students that are like fourth, fifth, sixth plus degrees in other systems, and they'll learn what I'm teaching, and then they'll share their out their take on it, was very similar
Hmm.
to what they do, and it
Oh
becomes a
yeah,
sharing.
yeah. I
It's
guess
not
that's.
like
I guess
I know everything, you know everything.
yeah,
It's this is what we do, and it's similar, and we all learn from it.
yeah,
But yeah, you get those guys
yeah,
that know
yeah.
everything.
You can have those people too, but I'm talking about like okay, so I saw this guy, I know this guy, right, and he's not on here. He doesn't have Facebook, but he the master, I think he's related to the master, and he's like the master's like the guy's right hand man, right,
Hmm.
at the school, and he's totally the in guy, the all in and the drink the Kool-Aide, So they were doing my favorite technique of all time, the cross block, the X block.
They're great.
Everybody knows
Stop putting that down.
it. So the way, yeah, because you can pull it off, but you modified it. They were doing the
Well, it's supposed to be
well,
modified.
that's another topic. Okay,
That's another one.
that's another topic. No, so this guy, and it was easy, it was like, dude, you're gonna get killed, and I wanted to say something because this was a class, this is where I was working out at, and I was gonna say like, but I said, nah, I'm not gonna, let them hopefully never learn for real in a real
Hmm.
situation. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. So what is this? Every school style has a know-it-all. Can't avoid them whether they know it correctly or not. Yeah, yep, exactly. Efren, exactly. You know. Hmm.
Yeah, I did a seminar in Atlanta, and I had one of the students, ex-students, with me to help out in Kyusho,
Okay.
and he's going around helping people, but he's going around changing what I'm teaching because his way is better.
Oh Lord.
And yeah, and he's not. Well, there's another reason why he's not with me. But then he
No.
posts on Facebook that he
Oh, I know him.
co-taught a
Do I know
seminar with.
him?
Yep,
Do I know him?
I'm
I
not
won't say his
telling
name.
you.
I know his
Yes, of
name.
course you do.
Okay.
And on
Because he's
Facebook,
on the
like
list. He's on the list.
good. At Facebook, he co-taught a seminar with me. I was like, you didn't co-teach anything.
Oh yeah,
You're not
yeah,
allowed
I
to teach.
remember that. I remember that.
You're not allowed to teach. You're not even a
Hmm.
training instructor.
Oh
So
yeah, I
yeah,
know.
people they think they know everything,
Hmm.
And he was a high ranking in another system, so of course,
Hmm. Where he got thrown
he
out of.
qualified. So you know, everyone's got to know it all. They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
All right. So since you
Hell, you
brought
know it
him
all.
up, I'm going to You know, because a lot of these you can like combine. I wrote this down. Then we have the hurt you to prove I'm the best guy.
Oh, there you go.
There we
So
go.
nice. Try to take my head off with a hook.
That's the guy that you don't want to train with. That's the guy that. That's funny because my Hakuryu instructor, Sensei Harry, and I have when we were doing videos, and he was showing some things, and he says like, you know, you have to. Hello, Amanda. You got to wave out to my Amanda. And he said, listen, you know, these techniques. I mean, you can cripple people. You know, I mean, because that's what we do. You know, I mean, that's what we know how to do. But
Hmm.
you have to be very careful. You can't hurt. You can't, you know, hurt your training partner because then nobody's gonna train with you.
Right.
You know, nobody's gonna. And the guy that this guy that Tom and I are talking about, the he's. I guess you can also put um him as the know-it-all guy slash what was it? Hurt you to prove I'm the best guy slash I need recognition guy, which is perfect. Like he was friggin' the
See
I
what
need
I can do, guy.
recognition. That's what he was. He was the I need recognition guy. I should have put that on there on my list. Okay. And
This is getting bigger.
huh? The list just got
Your list
fucking
is getting bigger.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's not cool. That's like the not cool, you know. Now I'm gonna add one guy. Oh, you want to add to that, Tom? You want to your take
Nah,
on
you
that?
can keep
Or
going.
okay,
Got the know-it-all? No, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
looking at my phone.
This one is I call this is my best friend Sean, you know, and I'm kind of like yeah I kind of am kind of like this also. It's the I need to feel the technique guy. I need to feel that a little pain. That's I need to feel it on me. Yeah,
Oh, definitely. You need to.
yeah, yeah. I think
That's how
that's a
you
good.
learn.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's a good quality.
Yeah, it is. It is a good quality. Why are you looking, Tom? Okay, reference with Tom. Why are you looking like you're a suburban gangster in that picture?
Because I am, damn it.
Yeah, come on. He's in the hood. He's in the hood in Long Island. Well, I think they got hoods in Long Island. I don't know. Yeah,
Yes, I do.
they do. Yeah. What's that? I'm I knew a girl from geez, some part of Long Island. Was it oh well fuck it. That's okay, so yeah, we got that guy and yeah, I'm kind of like that guy too, you know. You want to feel it, you know. You want to it, it's kind of like a way of verifying, you know.
Right.
Tom, can you knock me out? Sure. Boom. On video, on video. For that. Oh.
I gotta find that and post it.
Huh? I got it. I'll send it
I
to
gotta
you.
find that.
I
I
have it.
have it, yeah. You gotta
I
post it.
have
Post
it.
it up.
Okay, I'll post it. I'll post it. You know, boom. That's the fun one. You know. Uh, oh, remember we did that too. I did that too with you. All respect, guys. What was that? When we did um the improvised weapon,
Hmm.
the card to the neck. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was
I
great.
wanted
I
you.
think you killed me on
I
that one.
I didn't know it was that bad until you did it to me. Remember I did it to you. You go, oh, fuck! Was it that bad? Do it to me.
I had to check to make sure I wasn't bleeding.
That was fun. That was fun, Tom. Hold on.
Yes, my friend,
So,
it is. We need those students that want to feel it.
what's that? Yeah, all respect. One, two. Okay. Okay, Grandmaster Lou, thanks for the very nice video of our event, coming from you. Okay, okay. Efren, I feel the technique student is a good thing to add. Yeah, yeah, it's a good be. It's a
Feel it
good thing
technique.
to be. It's a good thing to be also, right?
I just came from Q-show training on Saturday with Evan and the head
Yeah,
guys, and you got to feel it to
yeah.
understand what you're doing.
You know who says that? Sal.
Yeah, you have
Salahuddin.
to.
Oh, man, like feeling
And
is
I'm in
believing.
pain.
He's right. He's right.
I'm in pain for doing it. You know.
I'll never forget. I went to one of his seminars, right? And there was this guy there, right? That he wanted to, so he put on a grip, and Salahuddin just threw him around like a fucking rag doll. And you find out
Mm,
later, Jesse posted, the guy was an eagle claw specialist,
mm,
and he was just like, and then he had me in a lock, which was weird. I don't know how it was, where I don't know if he was gripping me or not, but it was kind of like a weird Nikyo, but you know, Nikyo, but not Nikyo.
he does
It was locked.
he does some interesting things,
Yeah, he does some really cool things. Yeah.
like magic.
Um, It's all internal. I've seen other people do it too. Like, I saw a video of a Chinese guy doing internal. Yeah, there was actually two guys. A practitioner of Aiki, Goldberg was his name, I think, and he was showing. And then um, the Chinese guy was there too, and like he chimed in. He said, "Yeah, do this." And then the Aiki guy says, "I'm going to use that. That's great. What you said. They were explaining a technique, or they were showing a technique, explaining, it, and then the Chinese guy, they were friends, and he chimed in and he goes, I like that. I'm going to use that. So that's what's cool too. Is like when you can get other people's perspective. Truth is
Yep.
always out there. You got that from the X-Files, but true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have to be. And here's a story. And was that I was showing one guy something, right? And this guy is probably the biggest puss.
Mm.
He could not be in Cobra Kai.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think he even be in Miyagi though. Have you seen it though? We're back to it. It's the best. So he was the biggest puss, and I was gonna like take him down, and he's going, no, 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 no. He was crying like like a biggest puss, and I'm like, oh my god, you know,
Mm.
you, just didn't want to. He was afraid. He was afraid I was gonna hurt him. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt you. You might feel pain, but I'm not gonna hurt you. You
Hmm.
know. I mean, that's that's okay. So that would be that would be, I guess. Oh, here. Okay, I'm gonna put another one. All right. Um, that I was called, and I take it as a compliment. I was called. Um, and Yoda said this to me. He said, "You guys, talking about me and my friend Brian, you guys, you analyze everything to death. So it's the analyze everything to death guy, and that would be me,
Mm. That's a
because
good thing.
I have a mathematics background. So I am the yeah. It has got to be like a science to me, and it's like I
Right.
analyze it. So in not only in martial arts, but in a lot of things I do, even in my trading, I analyze things, and I noticed that the analyze everything guy, right? You'll think that he's a slow learner, but he's just looking at it, picking apart, and then once he's got it,
Hmm.
and that's me. I'm like, and what's funny is that there are a lot of things, and I don't know if you guys, anybody out there, can also relate to this. Is that there can be a technique you're doing, and you got it down, and then somebody just says something, and then you look at it in another perspective, and it just adds on to it, and it makes it even more sense. And it just like, you know, adds on to your belief. It just reinforces your belief in it. I'm like, holy shit, yep, that is true. You know,
Yep.
that's the yeah, analyze everything. You know, so I was called that, and I take that.
It's
Okay,
not a bad thing.
no, it's not a bad thing at all. No, this list is there. You know, there's positives, there's negatives. You know,
Mhm.
all right, now here's the negative one. And I think you've spoken about this, and I have not run into this person, you know, but I don't teach like you guys. You guys like, you know, like teach classes. I've been teaching sometimes one on one. It's the that's not going to work guy.
Every
That's
day, you have to show them
not
how it
going to
works.
work guy.
Or no one's going to do that. I like that. No one's going to grab you like that. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny is because I know that, you know, a lot of especially, you know, in the self-defense classes in the martial arts, they all do the you know, the wrist technique, you know, against a wrist grab.
Hmm.
You know, and people go like, no one's going to do that. And the way I look at it is, you know what, the wrist grab, you know, should is really a technique that you have to teach more women than men. Yeah, you teach it to guys, but more on women because that's how women are going to be attacked, you know, or are going to be assaulted, or you know, they're gonna, you know, grab their wrist, and you know, men feeling that they're stronger, you know, which we are physically, you know, majority physically stronger than women, and so
Okay.
that's something that you have to, you know, teach women. And you get guys that are going, "Oh, that's not going to happen. Who's going to grab you like that?" And you know, people do grab by that. And sometimes it
Uh,
can be even like not even a person wants to do physical harm, but you know, somebody's like annoying or like, come on, like you know, and you could just do like a quick little wrist grab escape, or you're not doing any harm to the person, you know.
right.
He's just an annoyance, you know.
Even if you're like in a fight with someone and they get in close to you and you start grappling, what's he doing? He's grabbing you, right?
Yeah.
Grabbing. He might grab your wrist, might grab your elbow, whatever. That's where it
Mhm.
comes in. Doesn't have to be you stand there in front of him, and he reaches out and he grabs your wrist.
It could be
That's
also
how.
that
That's that's called
it's,
learning.
it's also in the transition too, especially like
Yeah.
I do something with the hoobwood where I will grab the wrist, but I do it in a way that remember I did that to well I showed him I didn't do it on a hoobwood, but I did it to Kima, the Gakun grip, and he went
Right.
down. Oh, you know, I got him there and I did the Gakun grip. You
Right.
know, I think I was thinking about it, and I think that's going to be when I start teaching uh, pure Falcon. That's going to be lesson number one, the Gakun grip. Gakun. And I've even been working on it on the gym. Like it's funny. It's like they, you know, the cables, and they have this thing, uh, the rope. I put it on and I just do the movement, the Gakun, Gakun. You know? And I did it on my nephew, and he's like, "Oh!"
Mm.
He turned 21 the Saturday. You know. Okay, wait. Let's see what Grandmaster Lou just said. Grandmaster recognition coming from you. He's workshop on the first basic. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask him offline what that is. All right, so let's see. Um, oh yeah, I had no pain, no gain. That would have been the guy that just doesn't want to feel. You know, he just doesn't want to feel any pain, and like that's why he couldn't come to any of that that guy couldn't do Q show
Mm.
because you know he doesn't want to feel it. No, that's gonna hurt. Come on. So I guess that's so far. That was my list. The what if guy, know it all guy, that's not going to work guy. All I know we didn't address these in order, but this is the order. So I had what if guy, know it all guy, the what's That's not going to work, guy. All in taking for gospel, the Kool-Aide guy. Hurt you to prove I'm the best guy. I need to feel the technique guy, analyze everything to death guy, and no pain, no gain guy. You got
No
anything to
pain, no
add
gain.
there? And of course you can have like combinations there too.
Oh yeah, yeah. The no pain, no gain. That's the guy that sometimes goes overboard. He's like, "Oh, hit me harder. I didn't feel it. Hit me harder."
No. That's not him. That's
Oh, that guy.
the guy.
Which
That's the
guy?
guy who's afraid. He's afraid. Like, no, I don't want to. No, no, don't. Like I
No,
told
no, the no
you.
pain, no gain. The guy wants to feel the pain.
Oh, then that's the I
Twofold.
want to. No, yeah, that's the I need to feel the technique guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, we
you
have
get the guys
another
that go
one. Oh,
overboard.
we have the
Uh-oh.
try it on me, it won't work guy.
Yeah,
That would that
I've
that
had.
we know that that was the guy we talked about a while ago. The hurt you to prove you I'm the best guy.
Hmm.
Because I
Yeah, it
remember,
kind of goes hand in hand.
he wanted me to do a Nikyo and he puts his hand out to me like that, and I go, "Come on, we're doing something else, man." And I'm paying.
Yeah,
This was at Evans thing. Like, I'm doing stuff. We're paying money for that. I don't have no time to mess around with you. You know?
exactly.
Yeah. But I have to admit though, okay, it was because of him I validated to myself the headache technique because he gave Freddie a headache, and then I was able to get rid of Freddie's headache. And then I'm like, oh
Yep,
shit, I'm good, I'm good. Like, yeah, yeah. So, so thank you,
guy.
asshole guy.
Ah,
He'll probably
just
watch this
guy.
and go, what are they talking about me? Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Who cares?
People move on, do their own thing.
Yeah. Mm, thank God.
Yeah, you got the guy that gives his own lesson in the corner guy.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh,
that
that's a
right.
seminar during seminar. Yeah, the own lesson.
I've had it done in class. I've had it done in
Oh
class.
really? Really?
Yeah, in Astoria, um, this older guay,
Is he a
who I
student
don't
of
know why he
yours?
would come if he,
Or
huh?
is he a student of yours now? Or
No, he wasn't Astoria. He used to come to Astoria when I was teaching at the gym. But he would say, he would tell whoever he was working with, that's not going to work. You got to do it this way. Well, if you thought what I was teaching wasn't going to work, why did you show up every
yeah,
weekend?
exactly.
But he would teach his own little thing, and whoever was working with him would get angry. He's like, I'm trying to learn what the class
Yeah.
is doing. And then I'd catch him. I was like, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I was showing him this. I was like, that's not going to work. He goes, sure it will. And he'd wind up on his ass because it didn't work. He just felt
I
like
think
what he was going to teach was better.
I think
It's like,
if you have a question, don't do it in front of the class. Or I mean, if you have, I don't know. Okay, if you have a question
if you have a
and
question,
but I mean,
ask it.
if
Don't
it's a
don't.
valid question, like something like okay, but don't question in order to try to embarrass the teacher. You know,
I wasn't
don't
getting
do.
embarrassed, but it
No,
was
no.
he was
Sometimes
giving he
like
was trying to give
you
his
you have those guys that
right,
you have
right,
those guys.
right. They questioned it to embarrass, but he was giving his own lessons and teaching, what he thought was better. It's like this isn't your class. You're not even a martial
Yeah,
artist. You think you're
yeah.
someone that knows stuff and you don't because you dabble.
Mm.
But yeah, you
Do
get
I
that
know
at
this guy?
seminars mostly.
Do I know this guy?
Peter. I don't know, Peter. You know the guy
Oh,
Peter, an older guy?
I was thinking of him, Peter.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, we broke Duran's rule. Don't mention names.
That's okay. It's not like
He's
he's on here or is connected to anyone. But
yeah, the
and
limo
then no
driver.
last name and yeah. Yeah,
He was like that.
he
I
was
didn't know that.
oh yeah, yeah, all the time. He would do stuff and that I wasn't even doing. It's like, what are you doing? Nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
So
Yeah, but yeah, you do get
would
those
we call
mostly in
that the
seminars.
undermine guy or the in the corner guy
I know
or
better than you guy. I know
I
better
know
than you guy.
okay, I know better than you guy. Okay, that would be cool. I can go with that. I know better than you guy. Yeah.
I
What
mean, I've
else?
gone
Yeah,
to
man.
seminars and classes and sat there and sit and know, the guy was teaching stuff that I felt wasn't going to work, but I'm not going to say anything or say, hey, this is better. I do what you teach
Hmm.
me, and
Yeah.
I try what you taught me later on, and I see how it works.
Hmm. Or
People
it's
people don't do that.
Harry, Sensei Harry's like, all right, like bring it bring it back and let's pick it apart and let's try to
Right.
you know. I mean, it's sometimes you know what? I mean, it's like kind of like human nature. It's hard because I'm guilty of that. I mean, I got to be honest. I'm guilty. Going to Atlantic City. I mean, you told me to. Remember when we went to that Aikido guy and
Yeah, I
there was
yelled at
a
you.
knife defense and you had to like straighten me out and I go, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Just so yeah, I
But
admit.
he was teaching basic stuff, and you were going a little ahead of it.
I
Yeah,
was
that's what Atlantic
I
City
was
is.
kind of
Atlantic
like
City is basic stuff.
yeah. I think no, I was no, I was more like disproving it. That's what I was going. But I think
Because it was a basic move. It was
yeah,
something just
yeah.
the masses.
Mhm.
I did a knife. I took a knife seminar with someone, and he was doing this stuff, and I was with Kima, and I was like, Kima, you're gonna get cut. Your neck is done. Because the guy
Mhm.
had us like placing the blade right near your own neck. The guy's coming at you with a knife, and you do something, and you put it here to trap it or whatever. I was like,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna cut you.
God. I think I saw something like that on the internet. I'm like, that's fucking insane.
I was like, I'm
Like,
gonna cut you. I said, don't do that.
really,
But we did
dude?
it. We did it because that was what he was teaching.
Hmm.
And
I would
but you
just
do
go
it.
on the side and say like, no, no.
Well, that's what we did. I told him. I said, we don't do this because
Hmm.
this is what's gonna happen. But out of respect for the instructor, we just went
Hmm.
with the class.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
keep stuff to yourself and learn.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's one
Yeah.
that I didn't put on the list that just came to me, and I think this applies to you and me in the seminar setting. The I've been only in martial arts for 6 week guy.
You're the 6 week guy. I say a few months.
That's the same thing, 6 weeks. All right, that's a month and a half.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not thinking. Yeah, I say six
That's
months. Yeah, a few. I say a little bit. I say a little bit. I had. Oh, here's a story. We're in Atlantic City. Elena and I are walking around, one of my students, and she
uh-huh.
had her sticks, and the guy stops us. He goes, "Those are screamer sticks?" I was like, "Yeah." He
Oh,
goes,
these are my chopsticks. Filipino
he goes, "Do
chopsticks.
you do those?" He goes, "Do you do that?" I felt like saying, "Well, what do you think we carry it around for?" I was like, "Yes." He goes, "Do you do any disarms?" I was like, "Well, kinda." Right? And she's looking at me. So he goes, "Let me show you some stuff." So he goes, "Get the sticks out." So we take the sticks
Oh,
out
you
and he
should have
shows us
filmed it,
stuff.
dude. We gotta film this shit.
Ah, it's the same stuff we do. So afterwards, she comes to me and goes, "Why did you tell him that you do a little bit?" I was like, "Because I want to learn
That's
from
our
him.
fun. That's our entertainment.
And yeah, I want to see what he has to teach. If I said,
Yeah,
yeah, I do stuff,
yeah,
he's going to say, show me. I'm not there
yeah,
to show people. I'm there to learn.
yeah.
So when we sit there and go, yeah, we do martial arts a little bit, it's because we're there to see what
That's
they want to
true.
teach us.
But it's entertaining too. Come on, you gotta admit it's
It is,
entertaining.
yes.
That's like I guess that would be our who's on first bit. Like if we had a
Yeah.
comedy bit. It's the Ferdie and Tom comedy hour.
I think you once you told some woman you did
Yeah,
this for
Cookie
2 weeks.
Melendez. I remember. I was thinking about her.
Yeah, that's right.
That was entertaining because then she started giving us the history of Kali. It came from a
Yes.
woman in India. And like now that's
Yeah.
entertainment. To me, that's
I
like
think she was thinking of the Hindi god
the
Kali
Hindu
or
god
something
Kali.
like that.
Yeah,
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 I
but she
think
said
that's
it
what she
was
was
a woman.
thinking of.
She was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Well, it's
like
a goddess.
Cookie Melendez. Yeah.
She was
I
fun.
want to
That
see
was
what
funny. I just
she.
kind of looked at it. I was like, 2 weeks, a little
Yeah,
longer than that.
there was one guy and he told me to stop. You uh,
I tell you to stop a lot.
yeah, no, just will you stop it or something like that. Yeah, that's our. I know it's our entertainment, but yeah, you're right. See what they got. Like don't you know what? You know who's like that? Who doesn't want to show anything unless he teaches a seminar? unless a lot of it is a Yoda Galano.
Yeah.
He won't teach anything. He won't show anything. He's so like sometimes he's like so old school, like grandmasters. This isn't the old west. This isn't like no, don't show them that. And then his thing is like let's go scrounge. That's what he likes. He calls it scrounge, like scrounge for
Mm.
techniques. So he goes around scrounging for techniques, but he won't give. Like he'll just take, which I think is cool. It's like let's scrounge for techniques. You know. So that's that's the thing now. We got to scrounge,
Scrounge.
scrounge.
I
Yeah.
read the comment. Read the comment at the bottom.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, that's from Grandmaster Lou.
Yeah.
If they want to learn from you as a teacher, I always tell them this is how I teach. But if they are regular students, I make them feel the technique, not on a seminar. One, hold on.
You don't know the person's health.
Huh?
You don't know the person's health. So you don't want he does you
Oh,
don't want to do anything at a seminar when you don't know the person. That's what he's saying.
okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, I guess we haven't. We haven't done that. No.
No, we don't go far when we
Oh,
do
that's why
stuff
you
like
won't.
that.
That's why you won't only knock people. You only knock people out that you know.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
I
good.
won't. I won't. I
You
won't
don't know them
dizzy
all.
you. I won't do anything unless someone else do it. I'll teach someone else to do it to you,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna put my hands on you if I don't know you.
yeah, I know that.
I I almost knocked someone out who was trying to do a pressure point at Atlantic City on me
Yeah, yeah. That was
because
the
he was doing it
what do you
wrong.
call
The Jedi
it?
guy.
That's the
So
Jedi.
my hands went right up, right next to the spots, and I quickly
Mhm.
put him down because I was like, it's not my place to drop this guy.
Yeah. I mean,
But
hey,
he
do it
was
if
like
it's
getting
like
annoying.
out of self-defense. Yeah. Like, fuck,
It was close to it. It definitely was. He was just pushing his limits on me.
Those were the two
They
that were
don't.
fighting, right? Those were the two that were fighting. The guy in the
That
suit
yeah, that
and,
last
and the guy
yeah last year.
and the wannabe Jedi.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
That
you know
guy, I told you that guy in the suit.
it's his thing.
He was watching my seminar at in Pennsylvania, WKU.
Hmm.
I hope you come to this one.
Right,
You know,
give it a shot.
he was yeah, you should come, dude. You should do a seminar. You know? And plus, it's
We'll
cheaper.
see.
The
It all
rooms are
depends on the
cheaper
date.
too.
It depends on the date.
June
You
20th.
know,
I know it's the weekend of my sister's birthday, June 23 and 24. Good night, everybody. And oh, what is that?
shake my head. Why are you shaking your head, Edgardo?
Shake my head, Tom. What is that? He wants you to shake
Yeah,
his
I
head.
don't know. I'll shake
No.
his head. Come to class. I'll
Yeah,
rattle your brains.
there you go. There you go. All right, so
Oh, he's
oh
talking about
wow,
the
people are
spoiler
coming
alert.
on right when I'm ending. People are coming on. Bro
Of
man,
course.
hello, bro man.
He's talking about the spoiler alert I did.
The what?
They all die. The
Oh,
spoiler alert. When I said they all die. I don't
oh,
know. I didn't see the
okay,
movie. I don't care.
okay, everybody. So good night,
Good
and
night.
I'll keep this on, and see you guys hopefully in 2 weeks. Later.
Ciao.
Okay, finish.